Did you know that Trae Young was in the top 10 for ESPN category rankings? If you didn't know that, there's probably a whole bunch that you don't know. In this episode, we go run down ESPN's top 100 for category leagues. We believe every NBA fan should support fantasy basketball content. So here we are with the top 100 from ESPN. Off at number 1 is Victor Wembanyama. I've seen Nikola Jokic number 1 in a lot of places for category leagues, so this is very interesting. These were updated on July 11th on ESPN, as you can see here, 2025-26 rankings for our points league episode for the top 100 from ESPN. It's like ESPN didn't update their freaking headline and it said 2024-25. But in fact, if you go back and watch the episode, you can see that Cooper Flag is in fact on the list. So they are this year's rankings. You know, sometimes ESPN, they don't pay attention to all the details, but we'll give them some grace. Number 2 is Nikola Jokic. Again, I believe those two in category leagues or points leagues are interchangeable. I believe Jokic, if you took him at number 1, no problem. Victor Wembanyama, no problem. You can build a solid team regardless of which one of these premier big men you pick, and you could, win your championship essentially. Number 3, Luka Doncic. Now this is surprising. I haven't seen Luka Doncic go this high in a category league ranking list, so I'm curious to see what happens there. Number 4, not so surprising. SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, oh baby, cooking with hot bacon grease. And speaking of SGA, on August 1st, we are actually going to be debuting my main man, Matty G, which is a Friday, August 1st, I'm pretty sure it's a Friday. You can pull up and check out his mock draft, where he'll be doing a category league mock draft, and we're calling that episode the Summer of Shai. So they're going to be picking, he's going to be picking SGA at 1, so you can see what kind of team he builds. So please make sure you pull up August 1st for my main man, Matty G. Next up at number 5, we got Anthony Davis. I like this. I love to see Anthony Davis in the middle of that first round. This feels really familiar. This seems really friendly. This seems very fantasy-centric. We know that the big man has been infamous for being injured, right? He's been an injury-prone player, branded with that tag, but over the last few years, he has shifted the narrative, and he is now one of the top 10 people in fantasy again, where he belongs, I believe. Now, number 6, not so sure this guy belongs here, but really fascinated to see him. At number 6, we got Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards definitely took a leap last year. And I think that he'll continue to ascend. So I am not as high on Anthony Edwards as I once was for category leagues, but interesting to see him go here at 6. Number 7, I am not surprised, but I am concerned. At number 7, we got James Harden. First of all, I'll tell you why I'm not surprised, because he performed at an elite level last year for both points leagues and category leagues. But the reason that I'm a little bit concerned is because I think this might be a little too early for him. I do believe he'll perform at a top 10 value, but I feel like you can get him later in the round because of his age, because of the narrative that people kind of build around him, where he's often overlooked. When it comes to being a first round player, James Harden is often overlooked. So I think you could get a little more value for him, and grabbing him at 7 might be just a little too expensive for my appetite. Now, this guy being in the top 10, for me, this is the first time I've seen it for points leagues or category leagues. And I'm excited about it because I believe he is getting slept on right now and he's not even getting slept on like normal slept on. He's getting slept on a freaking blow up mattress, right? The joint that you got to blow up. Like, your man Trae Young is an absolute fantasy basketball monster. Led the league in assists a number of years ago, and he's just that dude, man. So at number 8, Trae Young, with all of the new retooling that Atlanta has done, I believe he's gonna perform at an elite level. And I think getting him at 8 might be a little too early, but I wouldn't be mad at it at all. at all. Number 9, an oldie but goodie. A surprise to see him this high. Steph Curry at number 9. Now, definitely somebody that's gonna shatter your the 3-point category for you. So I'm really interested in seeing what he does this year. But with older guys, like I say all of the time, you kind of know what you're gonna get from an older guy. They don't really get better. They kind of just plateau and stabilize in terms of their value, or they decrease. And with these old guys, you're always going to do a cliff watch to see, like, is the cliff coming? Is this going to be his Russell Westbrook year? I don't imagine that will happen with Steph Curry, but the risk is too great for me. I don't want to mess with Steph Curry in the first round of a category league. Number 10, Chet Holmgren. Again, somebody I haven't seen go this high, but excited to see it. I believe Chet Holmgren is going to perform at an elite level, especially the way that he can accumulate those blocks. Those defensive stats are scarce at times. So I think that a person like Chet Holmgren at 10, depending on the kind of build you were creating, makes sense for you. It could make sense for you. Number 11, we got Giannis. You know how it is. For category leagues, Giannis is just not as popular. But if you were punting, free throw percentage, that could be a situation where, maybe he could go higher. But even here at 11, I think that depending on what kind of build you were creating, especially if you were going for like a balanced approach, I don't know if I would grab Giannis at 11, but not mad at it. This one, I am not mad at it, not surprised. Karl Anthony Towns at 12 to round out the first round. I love it. Number 13, Domantas Sabonis. Number 14, Scotty Barnes. Number 15, LeBron, father of time, James. Number 16, KD. Now, KD, no matter what kind of format you're in, KD is going to produce here. And this is where I see like a value alert, right? Because I think if you grab KD at the 16, come on, man. Top is off. Boobies is out. Hair blowing in the freaking wind. Your man KD at 16, I'm taking that all day, every day, and tomorrow. So I'm all good with that. Number 17, now this one I am not okay with. This is far too low. Far too low. Any format. I don't care if you're playing in a Roto League, a daggone points league, category league, lock in mode, you know what I'm saying? DFS, you know what I'm saying? You could be playing on Flea Flicker. You know what I'm saying? You could be playing with paper and pen like the old days. I think number 17 for Cade Cunningham is too late. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys disagree? Like, I don't like this. It feels weird. It feels off. And it feels inappropriate, to be quite honest. To be frank, it feels a little inappropriate. So I'm going to move on. But I love Cade Cunningham. Like, that's one thing. I don't care what kind of format you're in. Jeez Louise. At 17, tons of value there. If he falls, I don't think he will fall that far. I think he'll go in the first round in both category leagues and in points leagues. After Cade Cunningham, we got Donovan Mitchell at 18. Not bad. Tyrese Maxey at 19. I think that's a little late for Tyrese Maxey as well. I think he should go a little earlier. LaMelo Ball at 20. That looks right for what I'm seeing right now. But here's the thing with me. I don't give a shih tzu puppy. If I could grab LaMelo Ball in the second round, I am doing it. Middle of the second round, maybe even earlier, man. Like, because here's the thing. It's a risk versus reward situation when it comes to fantasy. When you draft a player like LaMelo Ball, you got to expect that he's going to miss some time. The thing that you're hoping on, betting on, praying on, right? Praying to the fantasy gods is that he's not out for an extended period of time. Because if you can get a stable player, like let's say, Karl Anthony Towns is traditionally been a healthy player. And then you get somebody like LaMelo, like I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I think that people fear LaMelo, and that's why his value is dropping so much. So that's something you could take advantage of. After LaMelo Ball at 20, we got De'Aaron Fox at 21. Yes. 22, we got Jaren Jackson Jr. Come on. Number 23, my man, Amin Thompson. I am checking for Amin Thompson in all drafts. I love to see him going in the second round. This is an exciting time. Big shout out to the whole OTE family. You know, we are here based in the Atlanta area, and we are big OTE fans. Took my son there last year for his birthday. We sat courtside, got to see my man Malik play for the Reapers. It was amazing. So we are big time OTE fans here in the Marks household, and we love the Thompson twins. Number 24, Derek White. Whoa, man. Category leagues it is. I don't know about that, but okay, let me know. It's just something strange to me. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I get it, especially if you're thinking about, defensive stats, all of the different factors that come into play when you're trying to create general rankings for categories. Like, it's a little more complicated than a points league, right? You got minus ones, you know what I'm saying? You got this kind of ranking, that kind of ranking, 8-cat ranking, 9-cat ranking, and it can be, it could look different. And here that we're not specifying because ESPN is not specifying either. And honestly, I don't think they know. I think they're just kind of grabbing who finished in standard 9-cat last year and then just kind of guessing where they're going to go. So I get it. But your man, Derek White, going like right in the same area as Amin Thompson and Jaren Jackson just seems off to me. But I could be wrong. I'm totally fine with that. I always raise my hand and say that I am not the smartest fantasy basketball analyst on the planet. There are people who know way more than me when it comes to this stuff. But I know the eye test. And my eyes tell me I don't want Derek White. I'm not drafting Derek White in the second round. I'm sorry. No bueno. Nasty work. Number 25, somebody I will draft in the second round. Or even top of the second, Devin Booker. Devin Booker is going to cook this year, y'all. He got the keys to the car, keys to the city. Your man is like, listen, don't sleep. We've seen what Devin Booker looks like when he is ball dominant. We've seen him have to facilitate, and we know that those assist numbers will be out of this world if that happens. So that's something I'm willing to take a risk on to see how they utilize him, because if we get that Devin Booker back, he's going to be an elite producer, especially when it comes to the assist category. Number 26, Miles Turner. Really excited to see what he does in Milwaukee this year, filling that Brook Lopez kind of role. Number 27, we got Jalen Brunson. Number 28, Ja with the blicky on the live stream. Morant. We got Evan Mobley at 29. Jalen Williams at 30. 31, oh man, we got him in a new city, but the same name. My man, Desmond, bring the pain, Bane at 31. Number 32, the one they've all been talking about, Cooper Flag. So Cooper Flag goes at 32 here, according to ESPN category top 100 rankings. And this is kind of what I'm seeing right now. For points leagues, I've seen him as high as the late 20s. So to see him here in that 30 area, it makes sense. Now, one thing we know about Cooper Flag, based on what we've seen from him in high school and his 1 year at Duke, is that he will contribute at an elite level in just about every statistical category. That we will not deny. He's going to probably average 18, 19 points this season. He's going to probably chip in, 5 assists, maybe 6 rebounds, a steal and a half. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be maybe a block, a little less than a block. Who knows? Yo, your man is going to be like LeBron level contributions, the way he just chips in different areas at an elite level. So I don't know if I'm comfortable with paying that price tag for a pick for Cooper Flag. However, I would not be mad at you if you did it. And I'd be curious to see how it plays out, because on the record, I've been known to be hard on rookies. I've been tough. Like, even Victor Wembanyama's year. Again, I raised my hand. I'm super vulnerable with this stuff, guys. Like, I make mistakes. If you go back and look at the receipts, in Wemby's rookie season, I was on the record saying don't draft him because people are going too crazy for him. And he performed well. So I was wrong there. I have bad takes. It happens. For this guy, I'm not going to jump out the window and say don't draft him here. I'm saying that if you did, I would not be mad. Next up at 33, we got Jamal Murray. 34, my man, Paolo Banchero, much better for a points league, but not mad at this for a category league. Number 35, Bam Adebayo. If Bam Adebayo could pick up in the three-point category, he's going to produce way beyond this value. Number 36, Brandon Miller. Really curious to see how he comes back after that injury last year. Number 37, Paul George. Now listen, I'm gonna go listen. I'm gonna try to be kind here because I know historically I've been tough on people who get injured. And for me, one thing I say, knock on wood, I never want a player to get injured. That's one thing I'll start by saying. No, and I would say for the whole fantasy community, all of my fellow analysts, our brotherhood, sisterhood, big shout out to my girl Kayla Fonte. Like, listen, we don't want anybody to get injured. But I don't want you to draft a guy that I am confident will be more of a headache than anything else for your team. You don't want to be looking at your daggone roster trying to decide what to do with Paul George in February. Like, should I drop him? Like, is he going to come back? Will he be back in the playoffs? Come on, man. Like, what part of the game is that? Like, we don't want Paul George on our rosters. Let it be somebody else's headache. It ain't worth the risk. Like, even if he drops, just stay away. It's just bad juju. If you want to watch his podcast, that's all good. I'm all for Paul George's podcast. I am not all for Paul George on my freaking fantasy squad. Thank you. Number 38, Alperen Sengun. Yes. Miles Bridges at 39. Come on. Jaylen Brown at 40. Even seeing him go higher. 41 for Jalen Johnson. This is tons of value. Jalen Green at 42. Excited to see what he does in Phoenix. Number 43, Walker Kessler. Number 44, Nikola Vucevic. I think this is value. I think he's going to put on for the city. Come on, man. I'm drafting Nikola Vucevic in the category league at 44. Come on, man. Number 45, Kristaps Porzingis. If he stays healthy, he's going to perform well. I don't know if he should be this high, though, because he has habitually been out. Like, it's just kind of a thing that happens with him. 46, Fred VanVleet. Like that. 47, DeJounte Murray. Curious to see how he comes back. There's also some rumors swirling about his future in New Orleans, so I don't know how I feel about that one. 48, Pascal Siakam with Tyrese Halliburton out. He's going to have a great season. Number 49, Kawhi. Busted thigh Leonard. Listen, I have been rough when it comes to your man Kawhi Leonard. I've been definitely team stay away from Kawhi. Team don't draft Kawhi. He's been getting healthier and healthier, y'all. And one thing that you'll see over the years of this is our 5th season doing this show is that I'm okay with my opinions changing, and it happens, right? So Kawhi is leaning over into territory where I'd be open to drafting him. I believe in one of our mock drafts, for the first time ever, I drafted him in a mock draft. So Kawhi in this area, I think it's tons of value if he stays healthy, and I imagine he's going to play a bunch next season. Yeah, I said it. Next up, number 50, another player that I have not been high on, but I am, turning around, turning a new leaf. Your main man, Tyler Hero. Number 51, Josh Hart. 52, Rudy Gobert. 53, Jordan. Leaving the kids at the pool with the baddies. At 53. Number 54, Joel Embiid. Now, this is something we've talked about on a couple of our mock draft episodes. Hey, I love this risk. I'm not taking 2 injury-prone players or 2 people that might, that have a history of going down, but I'll grab one. And if I could get Joel down here, and let's say he plays 50 games, if he plays 50 games and you get him at 54 for a category league, I'm not mad at that. I'm okay with that. Many would stay away from him and not draft him in this area. I'll be okay with it. Like, forget it, man. Why not? You got to sometimes you got to just swing for the frickin' fences. At 55, we got Brooke Lopez. 56, one of my favorite fantasy basketball players, Franz Wagner. And then at 57, currently in contract negotiations, your man, Josh, the Giddler, Giddy, goes at 57. 58, we got Austin Reeves. 59, Kobe White. 60, Mikal Bridges. At 61, CJ McCollum. I'm not messing with CJ McCollum. It's just too many mouths to feed in Washington. And why would I let this old guy get a bunch of run when I got all of these young thoroughbreds on my squad? I'm not doing it. I'm not drafting CJ McCollum in a category league at 61. Nope. 62, Lauri Markkanen. 63, Brandon Ingram. Like that. Yes. 64, PJ Washington. Okay. 65, Zach LaVine. I think he should be a little higher, but not mad at this at all. That's tons of value. I would take Zach. Depending on the build, oh yeah, I would take Zach. 66, Trey Murphy III. Yes. 67, Julius Randle. Come on. 68, Naz Reid. 69, Dan Gafford. 70, DeMar Not Like Us DeRozan. They not like us. They not like us. I think that's value. I think 70 for DeMar DeRozan. Jeez Louise. Man, talk about sleeping on the Kings. Come on, man. At 71, OG Anunoby. I think that should be a little higher. 72, Jalen Suggs. Yes. And how the mighty have fallen. Zion. How the mighty have fallen. Williamson at 73. No. This can't be. Sad, but true. 74, Jalen Duren. 75, D'Angelo Russell. 76, Jakob Poeltl. 77, Dante DiVincenzo? Come on, ma. 78, Anthony Simons. 79, John Collins. Number 80, Jarrett Allen. Number 81, Emmanuel Quickley. Number 82, Drew Holiday at 83. Nick Claxton. Draymond Green at 84. Devin Vassell at 85. Michael Porter Jr. at 86. Malik Monk at 87. I'm not interested in Malik Monk this season. I think a lot of Malik Monk's value came from him starting last year. I don't know if he's going to perform at a top 100 level this year. So for that reason, I am out. The risk of hot dog water with the bratwurst residue is too great. It is too great. Number 88, I like this. Ace Bailey, come on. I like this. Don't know if he'll be top 100, but I love that we got his name here. Like, I like this. Ace Bailey, a Georgia boy. You know what I'm saying? Also, you know, he played at Rutgers. I got roots in the Northeast. I live in the A. Come on, ma. 89, we got Keegan Murray. Not excited about that. 90, we got Russell Westbrook. Am I missing something? Am I missing something, guys? Russell Westbrook hasn't been signed yet. How we out? Like, why are we even talking about this? What are we doing? Come on, man. We got to get it together. Come on, man. Come on, ESPN. 91, we got Darius Garland. 92, Dyson Daniels. 92, that's criminal. Dyson Daniels should be way higher than this. This is crazy. This is crazy work. I'm about to crash out. Let me get off this Let me get off this show before I lose it. That's ridiculous. Let me know in the comments. Am I bugging? Like, come on. I know we're bringing more category league content this year because the community was surveyed and we have a large percentage of people who were asking for it in our community. So we brought on analysts like Matty G. We have a couple other people in the mix. We got my man Pat Mamba, who just joined the team as well. We got Fantasy Basketball Insider. We got Fantasy 365. We got my man John Fritz. You know, all of these people are working to create content for us in our written newsletter. If you guys haven't signed up yet, all you have to do is visit BelieveInFantasy.com. You can get access for free. It'll also give you access to our Discord. This is wild, though. Like, I know I'm not tripping. Let me know it. Dyson Daniels at 92 is giving me like this crazy visceral reaction. Like, I'm getting angry, aggressive, angry. Work. Okay, I'm sweating, your man. Dyson Daniels. The Glaze is otherworldly. At number 93, we got Cam Thomas. Number 94, Bradley Beal. Number 95, Mark Williams. At 96, the other Thompson twin, Asar Thompson. Then we got my man Zubats at the 97. Jimmy $100 cup of coffee Butler the third at 98. Cameron Johnson at 99. And last but not least, to round out the top 100, we got your men's in them, Isaiah Hartenstein. Now that you know the top 100 for ESPN category leagues, check out this episode for the top 100 for points leagues.